Well, good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be learning about something very interesting, and it's the 7 continents of the world. Now, to start out this lesson, we're going to watch a brief video that will kind of introduce the different continents of the world to us and get us ready to play some games. Okay, so that was actually very interesting, and I hope that everyone was taking notes because what we're going to do next is I'm going to call on some of you to come up here and put the continent in the location that you think it belongs to. Okay, first I need a volunteer for North America. Reagan, will you come and do North America, please? Great job. Good job, Reagan. That's exactly right. North America is located exactly where Reagan put it, right here. And what's important about North America? Well, that's where we live, is in North America. So we definitely should know where North America is. You might see Florida right here, which should be recognizable to most of us since we live very close to Florida. So North America. Okay, now I need a volunteer for South America. Clayton, will you please come and do South America? Very good job, Clayton. Yes, that is where South America is located. And if you remember, one of the things that we saw in the video is that it is the wettest continent out of all 7, and that it is mostly covered by rainforest, which is actually really cool. Okay, now I need a volunteer for Europe. Okay, Emery, will you come and find where Europe goes, please? That is exactly right. Y'all were obviously paying very close attention to the video. Let me just remind y'all of a couple of facts about Europe. In the video, like it said, there's dozens of historical, awesome cities located in Europe, such as Rome, Berlin, London, and that's just to name a few. Okay, now I need a volunteer for Asia. Reese, will you please come and find where Asia goes? That is exactly right. Asia is located right here where Reese put it. And what is interesting about Asia? Well, it is the largest of the 7 continents and has the most people than all the other continents. Okay, Cash, will you come and do Australia, please? Very good job. The awesome thing about Australia is that it's the smallest continent, but Australia is actually the only continent that is also a country. So that's pretty cool. Okay, now we need someone to come do Africa. Let's see, Peyton, will you please come do Africa? Very good job. Well, what's something cool about Africa? How about it's the hottest continent out of all 7 with the largest desert? So that's kind of an interesting fact with that one. And last but not least, I'm going to have to move this down a little bit so that we can see what we're doing here. Antarctica. Let's see. Tori, can you please come do Antarctica? Awesome job. And what's cool about Antarctica? It's the coldest continent, and it has really, really cool animals like penguins and polar bears, and it's covered with ice and snow. Okay, next, we're going to be playing a little game. We're going to be doing an activity that hopefully all of you paid attention and you can answer some of these questions about the continents that we have gone over. And actually, let me see real quick. Everybody look away for a second. I've got to see. I think it's actually did not come up correctly. Just a second. Okay. Okay, everybody can look back now. Just that little minor setback there. Okay, so I'm going to ask y'all some questions, and if you know the answer, I want you to raise your hand, and I'm going to call on you. Okay, the first one. Who can tell me which continent is home to Rome? Timmy, what do you think the answer is? Okay, well, let's check and see. That is correct. Europe. Europe is home, remember, to Rome, Berlin, London, some really historical, awesome places. What about the hottest of the 7 continents? Yes, Susan, do you know the answer to that one? Excellent job. Africa. Africa is the hottest of the 7 continents. What about the smallest of the 7 continents? Billy, do you know that? That is correct, Australia. And remember, I also told you one cool thing about Australia is that it's also a country. The coldest continent. Let's do Dylan. That is correct, Antarctica. How about the largest continent? Okay, Trevor. That is correct, Asia. And this one all of you should know, home to the United States of America. Let's get Brittany. That is correct, North America. Well, hopefully everyone has learned some things about the 7 continents, and this is something that we will continue to learn more about throughout this year as we learn more about these individual countries, and something that will be helpful to you throughout your life, really, because the world is so much bigger than just inside this school and just inside the state of Alabama and just inside the southeastern hemisphere or the southeast United States and just inside the United States. We have a whole world out there with different continents and countries, and there's so much to learn and so much to explore. So thank you, boys and girls, and y'all have a good day.